Siú go mai?
Tá.
So bhí muidir gobar chapter muidir fisáirta be? Chapter fisáirta is just mar seach couple. Ranga gobar Margie?
No.
Oh, so for she long lie then. Rosh na in the hilua marmgol she follow over.
Yeah.
Jimmy for she railish na baller there.
Yeah, the Jocker, I thought.
Jacker?
Yeah, especially.
Yeah. Right, okay. So Jimmy will go in shart artney agus Jay be? Roshegov.
Sé Jantkin,
We say Jantkin, so shart artney agus Jay. So Ramesh feature in Ulif and then Tasha major integration and the Tasha major integration and the balloon. Okay. Right, so just Tasha major question of the chart, agus just Rama Fried na Kesnilov, and then there's the key question to mention major la differentiation, agus in Chen Rama major Eugene Hitkin Hitkinella. Okay. If much of the lumination. So I had in your wing before, so to 3 like in Jake so just wanted to through really. So what's the hassle? Jimmy for sure, like Kishni chart art nice Jay Jacker, ro?
Yeah.
Right. So Mahashmit like Kish every chart. Okay, so be kid the wall he love our recording later on anyway. So sand is being poured at a rate of 100 centimeters cubed per second. Okay, so it reached the cost is in centimeters cubed. So when you go near a unit, so sand is being poured at a rate of 100 centimeters cubed per second. So that means the kind of volume. So to dV/dt, codum like it. Centimeter cube is a second. So sin hydrod. So mercury unit centimeters cube testing your volume and per second is in so sin dV/dt. And then you okay listen. Sin hyd part to form a conical pail whose height is always 3 times the radius of the base. So Mahanya has a conical pail, so sin cone. Okay. Agus dircha that the height is always 3 times the radius. So machine radius then urge h and shaw, so the h codumla 3r. Okay, so shouldn't all this event doing in Kishevra chart. So find the rate. So you shall find the rate at which the radius of the conical pail is changing when the height is 48 centimeters. So raised rod to make quarter inch to make quarter dr dt. So the rate at which the radius is changing. Okay, so to make quarter dr dt. So the shin codumla dv dt medifa dr dv. Okay, and then you okay listen. So there's the shin going. We're not your matching John rare. So rod to me get a not to me get a formula for your show usage. Okay. So it is testing the school V codumla hin 3 pi r squared h. So it's in the formula for your volume cone. Now testing equal h in this codumla 3r. So the rest of the in the screen are hin 3 pi r squared made it for 3r. So the rest is in codumla pi r cubed. Okay. So raised to make quarter dV/dr. So she can't bonus gun. So to dV/dr, codumla, so just differentiate shaw and shaw. So pi r cubed, so she's 3 pi r squared. Okay. So to me adan as your formula shall línuiste. So test going to go dr dt codum la dv dt so sin céad mídifa 3 pi r squared. Agus a rís picurma cos dr dv aton so hín is gion 3 caiimid flap upside down. Well, sin okay gan. So a rís to dr dt codum la céad is gion 3 pi r squared. Agus dúirte nuair to r codum la so sin scríb má mar sceart. So to dr dt nuair to r codum la or nuair to h go le sceall. Now, má dúirte go h codum la 48 48 centimeters. So conní cefni to h codum la 3r. So rís tá sin codum la 3 mídi fa cara art which the codum la J3 for cara art.
Na B3 or Canal Art Runner tree.
Oh yes, I actually ran their tree. It's on yes, actually station card. So to actually boarding to h codum la 3r. So with the h codum la cara art centimeter codum la 3r to r codum la cara art around the tree which the codum la shejig. Okay, so reason to r codum la shejig. Correction is just a formula you to kid is can 3 pi for shejig squared. Then you be getting figure definition.
Céad is gan céad seasca art, I think. Pi.
Kate is gone. All right, so just what's it just cut my shot a whole lot just
well, fi quick is sin céad ní dá pi.
Yeah, sinna please.
Sinna please. So fi quick is gone. Did there Kate?
Ní dá.
Kate ní dá pi. Okay. Now, what's it then you BG in unit? So it is conicavia is the rate of change of radius. So it is centimeters per second. Okay. Was you okay like just ever sharpness? And you okay lesson? Yeah, so it is get the jacket na skew marsha. Figure the formula against the reach to skew ma formula and show against the reach to leave cash. So could you go any diagram? Skew maha against the reach to that and A oprima. Okay. Would you get a bomb finishing screw or Yanamare? Right, we'll continue on. Okay. Right, so I'm Drake G Kistevra art. So Kistevra art, there's oil is dripping onto a surface at the rate of pi 10 centimeters cubed per second. So this is kind for dv dt. I guess that's like pi over 10 centimeters cubed per second. So this is new unit that good volume at because centimeters cubed. The measure centimeters squared, that's good area ton. The measure just centimeters, that's good better radius na length na run to something. So how the r dt is good. Okay. Now, and forms a circular film which may be considered to have a uniform depth of 0.1 centimeters. So reason kind for circle cylinder machine, I guess the depth into bagiga. So it's actually so it's kind for cylinder. So reason the radius r in the height h, which the cosmos 0. There's a height of 0.1 centimeters. Okay. Now, so test going to find the rate at which the radius of the circle film is increasing when the radius is 5 centimeters. So to make to find the rate at which the radius of the circle is increasing. So to make to dr dt. Okay, so to dr dt codum la dv dt medifa dr dv. Okay, and just so to dr dt codum dv dt medifa dr dv. Okay, now reached Tash my job agus skribes ma gin tart at a egg cylinder. So reached task going goal v codum pi r squared h. Okay, so reached task goal v codum pi r squared agus task going goal h 0.1 centimeters thick. Now, so a rís test gonna go sin codumla 0.1, so just scribe it in mer hínis gonna j. So you to hínis gonna j pi r squared. Okay, so sin v. Now, to my jadanas dv dr obruma. So it is da, so sin hín quigu, so da medify hín j who sin hín quigu pi r. Okay, so it is me himage raskajin formula to dr dt codumla dv dt, so sin pi is can j medify agus it is carmicha hompa bonus gun. So the rís tiglan sin is skriw mer pi r is can the quick, so my hompa michin bonus gun. Sorry, sin go níos. Right, so pi r is can the quick, so chompa sin bonus gun, agus you the quick is gun pi r. Okay, so it is right pi mala pi in sin, so to mid fake right quick mala j yeah where, so to mid fake la hin is gun da r. Okay, agus the rest me question dr dt near to r codumla agus did was a quick centimeter. Okay, so the rest sin cod me hin is gun da made if a quick, which the codumla hin is gun the j, which is equal to 0.1 centimeters per second. So just centimeters per second. Okay. Well, my god rog aster will and you okay.
Okay.
Okay, and then you okay, and then you cope up. Right. Okay. This book machines. Right. So sin kist of art. It reached is just a lewe kist. Not really good Jackerson, just there's the lay kist screw ma rode screw ma dvdt. Then should grown radius agus grown depth h cosmos 0.1 centimeters, so just turn the shape. Screw ma the formula. V the shad always hooks at doing agus the majadin formula v in terms of r screw ma. And majadin dv dr obruma as the resign sin a humpa bonus gun. Agus say how the shas rod to mid quarter dr dt agus the majadin frigre obruma. Okay, right. So I'm Drake G kish ever Lee. More right let's all roll
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go ahead. Right, okay. We're then you be in a rare?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you never okay. Right, so kish ever Nui. Jirsha, a light is at the top of a pole 10 meters high. So a ball is dropped from the same height from a point 6 meters away from the light. Right, okay. Now, if the ball falls 5t squared meters in t seconds, how fast is the shadow of the ball moving along the horizontal ground through the base of the pole 1 second after being dropped? Right, that's a mouthful of a question. Right, so here draw the image image that right, so to can we just chat pole? So can we show challenge? I guess the solid boy at a pole and show. Okay. Now to shin 10 meters. Okay. Now shin so along the horizontal ground a ball is being dropped which is 6 meters. So just image go boil and show what's in 10 Jimmy 6 meters half a shin. So it's in the ball. Okay.
It's at the same height, moisture, just over 6 meters.
Over 6 meters. A light is dropped 10 meters. A ball is dropped from the same height from 0.6 meters away from the light. Oh, go with the right. Okay. So it's dropped from the same height, 6 meters away from the light. So my image in Mosh, aber Jeremy Shea meter and Shaw. So the ball being dropped in Shaw, she's in Shaw, 6 meters away from the light. So the Shaw 6 meters. Ocean Gujishan. Okay. Now, the mis question shadow. So Mata shin is chechum. That's a goal of shadow doing. So it is to me go a half inch kina the triangle. Or so. Because as the shin is chechum, then shadow and boil and shaw, gola wagu trust them shaw as the boil chechum shees, and shadow bogum a magus and malish. So could image X or shin. Caramid y ar a fád sin sin. Agus obviously sin j minus y a fád sin seo. That's a tough le hart mála sin, but a ríist hopefully tá sin ceart again. Right, so a light is at the top of a pole 10 meters high. A ball is dropped from the same height from a point 6 meters away from the light. If the ball falls 5t squared meters in t seconds. So a ríist tá sin leis go y tá sé chichim go bheith codrum le 5t squared. Okay? Agus so tá sin leis a rate of change with the dy dt codrum le 10t. Okay, now jitimid huertu. How fast is the shadow of the ball moving along the horizontal ground through the base of a pole 1 second after being dropped? So the huertu dx dt. Huertu the rate of change of x, what time? So rate of change of x was in dx dt. How should doing the rate of change of y? But y codma 5t squared, then to dy dt codma 10t. So this we got to use the formula dx dt codma dy dt midifa dx dy. Okay? And then you okay lesson? Now, the rest, the Gaussian diagram obviously we've got to use similar triangles. Okay? So most of the triangle shot, I guess it can more shot. So we use similar triangles. So can we start the formula? I guess it's similar triangles. Now, the rest Malaka medinje a triangle more. I guess a triangle big. Okay, so shin x, shin 10 minus y, shin x plus j plus x, I guess shin j. So shin the triangle. To me, you said similar triangles. So triangle more, I guess a triangle big and shin. Okay, now ocean to me out the formula screw. So testing mata x jeribage is gone x plus j. Call it j minus y is gone the j. So he can see the screw goes that Jansen that came ball hunter he got j is gone x plus j, codrum 10 minus y is gone x. Yeah, the swap will heart different. Okay, so ocean testing that equal jx, codrum x plus or j plus x made the j minus y. Okay, I guess just made this in the more. So you to jx, codrum shaska minus jy plus jx minus xy. Okay. Now, can we then you show us a screw because to make quite dx dy, so can we show screw y x in terms of y. Okay. Because to make quite dx dy, so therefore can we show screw x in terms of y. So you show Holland show. Okay. So you to jx rieti, so to higlin so that's handy. Okay. So to make la, when we xy trasness, so to make la xy, we'll just scream my cheese and show actually. So to xy, codrum la, I can say to make so to make la, the xy codrum shaska minus xy, so these tasking us equal x, codrum la, shaska is y minus she. Okay, so just round that rod or y. So x shaska round to y minus she y round to y u to she. Okay, so next to me able to dx dy obrima. So the dx dy codrum so it is 60 to y to the minus 1, so you to minus 60 is y squared. Because your y being short, so your differentiation to be on. Okay, so it is ma just go pagamos scudin cornel and shot Martha Moss pues. So just la shock cleaner nas test going equal dx dy codrum la dy dt so sin jt minus or medifa gominaska medifa dx dy so sin minus shaska ishkan y squared. Okay. Now test going to go y codrum 5t squared. So he can sin how staff when you y squared and shot. Okay. I guess he can a obruma. So erase you to dy dx dy cosma jt medifa minus shaska is given y squared. So the y squared sin cosma what's this commotion? My solid extension. Minus 60 over y squared, so this is fine. Right, my bit med definition, back my bit med definition of what? The dx dy cosma 10t made from minus 60 is given y squared, so the sin cosma minus 600t is given y squared. Okay. I guess the rest when t equals 1. So dx dy, there's the t cosma here, then we fall minus 600 is given y squared. Okay. So the y got a bit cosma. I can jiglum show rubber ma. Around and you okay, let's get the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yes. Now switch your Sean as the y cosma 5t squared against the t cosma here. So therefore the y got a bit cosma quick. So Higden Shinera Shirinu, so the dx dy, there's the t cosma here, cosma luja she head is gonna quick because the y cosma quick, there's the t cosma here. Okay, so 5 squared. Okay, I guess the rest, so the shin cosma luja she head is gonna fisa quick. I guess the shin copper ma egg so fisa keher. So minus fisa keher. So he got now into the end and minus because we got into Troshaw on Rod, so it's 24 meters per second. Well, that's a tough question. Then you okay, listen? You shouldn't jacker now. That's a tough question.
Jin I rosa go triantan vi to go burlish like vision a test skylan.
Yeah, well, was meeting to say what the pole look at it, I guess the boil the drop, all right. Now, what in solace is shine a balashon, in shadow, but less than boil the chechim cheese. Less than boil the chechim cheese. Test or get to go the shadow go to William boil and shen so in shadow go to win shaw. In shadow go to William shen there's in boil Abernus go to boil and shaw nash, in shadow go to William shen, so as in boil the chechim, in shadow actually turn to shalish could you William and tall and shaw.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess in the triangle triantennital. Recent linear, not so much are linear. What shadows are linear? Then you've been charging a linear when you're leaving cert.
Yeah.
Well, catch your shadows still are leaving cert.
I don't think all.
Oh, right. So we must just call Brilliant Kishni and your shadows. I guess Brilliant will go and Kishni linear to you or genial shape of weak shadows. So near shin are leaving certainly smoke. Right, okay. Right, anyway, well, shin all right, try my drag Eugene Hey Kistella. And then you okay, Lalleray?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so Kish Journa, Kish over J. Just give you a right, so Kish over J, a horizontal trough is 4 meters long and 1 meter steep. Okay, its cross section is an isosceles triangle of base 1.5 meters with the vertex downwards. Okay, so really rather talking to trough again. So the rest is an isosceles triangle of base 1.5 meters. So the shaw 1.5 meters. The vertex downwards, which is a point at sheath, and it's 4 meters long. So a race to just go a sketch, I guess that's 4 meters long. Okay, so sin is trough. The horizontal trough is 4 meters long and 1 meter deep. So testing go fad o sin hitch codra heen mother. Okay. Right, water runs into the trough at a rate of 0.03 meters cubed per second. So testing go dv, because it is meters cubed per second, so dv dt codra 0.03 meters per second. Okay, and then you okay listen. So to get find the rate at which the water level is rising when the water has been running for 25 seconds. Right. So rather than na ten ysgol vis these trough van je fiets a quick second. So ten ysgol vis these trough machine. Agus bis these trough agus we vision lean to la ysge. Not in that ancient bisha. Better angle a chart in this. So just learn diagram in the chart. So it is to me question change of height and yaw. So it me question dh dt. So really you hard to hitch a horror energy so just cut image just equals 1 meter height for now. Okay. So to me question dh dt. So tasking this question cosmla dv dt medifa dh dv. Okay, so you should reach it on dv doing. So me quarter dh dv. So these kind of in volume that shaw is skriven. Okay, so reached malak in vertical section done cone. Okay, so test going reached line brush season shot. So Kermit fad h actually at a rate of change. So shin h test going go shin 1 meter. Okay, I guess test going nash the 1.5 is 0.75. Okay, so reached a good such similar triangles to die here now to make out the formula screw more. So test going goal image x at a function show at a function x. Okay, so test going to go x is gone 0.75 quadrumla h is going to heat. Okay, so to x quadrumla 0.75 h. So she head parts so to she all learn. So to x quadrumla 3 h is going to care. So can you machine that? So she fad x as the rate of the shagata. Now I had Shantan because we can't find I had remember then I had a Shantan shan to me out in volume and obrima midifake. So the I had Shantan quadrumla yeah have bon for energy. So yeah do x midifa h. Okay, so we quarter I had a Shantan show and show. Okay, so yeah do h because shinifad do h, but shin x I guess shin x, so shin do x midifa urge h. Okay, I guess the shin to doing xh. Okay, now test going faster go h x cause 3h is going to care. So to me jada shin is screws 3h is going to care midifa h which cause 3h carrying here is going to care. Okay, I guess the next torch in the volume call it quadrumla ahar medifan fad kayamada. So ration a medifa fad kayamada. Okay, so ration in skrista so shin 3h carne is gonna care medifa kayameter which the quadrumla 3h squared. Okay, and then you okay lesson.
Yep.
Now, there's no going to me add the dv dt obruma or dv dh obruma. So it's me quarter dh dv. So obruma dv dh. There's no obruma x h. So raise to me add in a formula shall na line. So the dh dt cosma 0.03 medifa heen is gan she h. So the shin cosma 0.03 is gan she h. Okay. Now, my intuition is the calculator. You mit fregrid da. Fit where rahi 0.03 shahan she. 3 shahan she da. So yeah hit. So the rest is in cosma heen is gan yeah hit h. Okay. So the rest to the question has been running for 25 seconds. Okay. So the game book over the general. So I'm just going to rub more diagram shot. I guess in my number wasn't shot. So what is your rate of when you feel a quick second? So the volume V cosma feel a quick medifa 0.03. So can you come here must call 0.03 meters per second? I guess that's your rate of when you feel a quick second. So just made it 0.03 for feel a quick. Okay. I guess we should do 0.75. Okay. So reach task nash go all. So when the water has been running for 25 seconds, so can we get a h of Bruma? So the 3h squared, so task going go all volume cosma 3h squared. So the V cosma 3h squared. So reach task nash go shin cosma 3h squared colove cosma 0.75. Okay. So the h squared cosma 0.25. So the h cosma square root is 0.25. So the h cosma 0.5. So raised to majada national linear. So the dh dt near the h cosma 0.5. So you to heen is going to hit medifa nearly point quick with the cosma heen is going to kate so 0.01. Okay, meters per second. I guess you're mid-ray. Okay. So Grindbooks meet you Harry and they're tough questions. So the Grindbook over la Jenny Lofferson. Especially trial diagram pictorial I guess a obruma. Question then you be.
Was it the volume piece of quick van 11.73?
Yes.
Wat een generally catch
Right. How could I hook doing your rate of volume? It was 0.03 meters per second.
Yeah.
Right? So that means every second to 0.03 meters the volume or some meters cubed the hard division go so it should be meters cubed per second to go in the trough. Okay. Now so smooching a second. So then you get it follow more when the water's been running for 25 seconds. So to get it follow market Jimmy volume. So a second to 0.03 meters cubed the volume of all just a trough a second. So now if it's a quick second to 0.75 meters cubed. The volume golavisti se trough. In Kia?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously testing go volume cosma 3h squared. So he can show her cosma 0.75 and then to add the h of Bruma, which is 0.5 meters. So okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kestnig den Biala. Okay, right. So Shinmij Ray la differentiation. So the loon by Mijatashat or integration. Okay, so Jeff Mash of the loon. Okay, and let's go. We'll question now Rodby. Now 10 meeting on the loon you're a jiggle hug. Listen, we'll punchy na will yeah again la to the game of Hortinese ag Ukrainian land to land muncheri.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And you're all right, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay. Right, So, Lori will live or assume the loon. Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Very good.
Bye.
Fine.